The model's shooting out Hideki to win at plus 1,600. Let's look more into Hideki. The model loves him. Coming off the win of the century in January, played the lights out. Approach was there, putter was there, played very well. Then went to Sony Open. He had a good Hawaii trip, got a top 20. All positive stroke gain metrics. Then we go to the Farmers and Pebble Beach, and he doesn't play the best. Approach, for a guy who's really good at approach, was just off. Putter was off too. And I don't like seeing that going into a tournament where you need to be hitting the green in the right spots and you need to be rolling the rock. I mean, when we look at his past history here, 2 wins back to back, 4 top 25s of the past 6. Approach was not there the past 2 times, but when he won, he was dialed. Approach was there, putter wasn't there. I mean, the model's shooting out at first. I don't hate playing him. I feel like he can have a good tournament, but I like these other guys a little bit better. That including Sepp, who they shot out to be second, plus 3,300 odds. I love those odds for a guy who's hot right now. I mean, a win at the American Express, T7 at Pebble Beach, where he was leading it most of the time. I mean, the putter is rolling, not the best, but look at this approach streak he's got going. I gotta feel like he's gonna have a good tournament here. He's just playing the lights out. Total strokes gained, past 2 tournaments, just out of the world. As long as his approach keeps up and the putter is just a little bit better than at Pebble Beach, he's bound to be top 10. His history here, a little concerning. Hasn't played since 2022. He got 66th, 2 cuts before that, but I mean, he's just a different player than he was in 2022. He's had the Ryder Cup under his belt. I mean, he's playing one of the best stretches of golf of his life. I don't mind playing him at all for the win and top 10. Now, this guy, Lee Hodges, shows up third in the model, plus 10,000 to win. We got to take a deeper dive into why he's showing up so high. And I found it. He has been playing really good golf since October. I mean, the cut at the Shriners wasn't the best. Around the green he struggled, but approach was still there. I mean, T16, T5, T10, T9, that is just really good. And for a guy where you're going to get really good odds for top 20, you got to play him. I mean, he's showing up number 3 on the model for some reason. And for his number that he is listed at, you got to play this guy. I mean, he's dialed right now. The putter's there. And we know in the past history of Waste Management Open that if the putter is dialed, you'll go far. The approach, positive 3 weeks in a row. You got to play this guy. Now, his past history here, 2 cuts, not the best. I mean, but like, he's also found something within his game. You see, the putter was still there, but everything else wasn't enough. But I wouldn't mind throwing a shot at him. Lee Hodges, yeah. I want to take a look at Nick Taylor because he's showing up 4th, and we all know he won last year and got 2nd the year prior. And look at the way he put. First and 2nd, the past 2 years, I mean, the putter was just dialed those 2 weeks. Approach was there as well, and we all know those 2 metrics are the most important for this tournament. His past couple of tournaments, I mean, he won the Saudi Open, T12, the American the next week. Not the best at Pebble. But those metrics that we're looking for, putting and approach, were still there. I like his spot to either back-to-back or definitely get a top 10. And we're looking at a guy who's plus 5,000 to win this. I would sprinkle some on him. Now, I want to take a deeper look into Sung Jae, who we got at 10th in the model, but I want to take a further look at him because I know, okay, I mean, third of the century, T9 at the Hero World, cut of the American, T4. What happened that week at the American? He really struggled at approach for a guy who tends to do pretty well. Yeah, I'm not loving him, to be honest. His history here, pretty good. Last year, not the best, where we see putting and approach just down the drain. But yeah, I wouldn't really delve further into him. Just a little struggling right now, but he'll get back to it. And the final guy I want to discuss is this guy who's showing up. Alex Molly at plus 15,000. What's he doing here at 6th in the model? I mean, 2 top 20s in his last 4, but we're also looking at 2 cuts. Where the last one putter was not the best. What is his history here? He played once in 2020 and missed. Why is this guy showing so high in the model? Alex Molly. Plus 15,000. 2 top 20s, but I don't know. I feel like we got to throw a shot at him just because he's showing so high and his stats are kind of there. For the number he is, I feel like we got to play him. But these top 3, especially these 3, Nick Taylor, Lee Hodges, Sepp Straka, I would definitely play one of those 3. And